Great Northwoods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Hello everyone. Today on Good Morning Maine, investigators are looking for the cause of a fire that killed a man in Newport over the weekend. Plus, one man is in custody following a shooting at Colby College. And it's the return of the Eastern Maine Sportsman Show following a 3-year hiatus. Good morning, everyone. I'm Craig Colson. Emma Smith is working behind the scenes today. We thank you for tuning in. We're going to start off with a check of the forecast. Today it looks pretty nice out there, not anything to be too concerned about. In fact, the temperatures will be up in the 40s. We are keeping an eye on a nor'easter, though, that is going to be arriving tomorrow and is expected to bring lots of snow to the state, maybe several inches here in the Bangor area. For more on that, let's turn things over to Devin.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Happy Monday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Here we go. Plenty of advisories in effect this morning. We do have winter storm watches posted through Wednesday afternoon at about 2 p.m. or so. Winter storm warnings posted out for the south and west until about the noon time frame for your Wednesday. Both of these will expire at around Wednesday in that time frame, but we'll see an upgrade at some point as well. We also have a storm warning along the coast because wave heights will be dangerously high in a few spots. Now last through 1 a.m. as we head towards your Wednesday. And also gale warnings and small craft advisories posted through Wednesday as well. And even the small craft advisory through 8 a.m. this morning located right about in here. So we'll see some upgrades moving forward. But again, here's where we stand this morning. This cloud's moving in from the west to the east. This is a very uncertain system that's tracking from the west to the east, but it's going to be kind of jogging around at times as well. But we will see some snow from the system before we're all finished up. It's off toward the west right now, located right about in here. It's not going to move in because it's going to have a hard time doing so because we have high pressure off towards the north and east. And this nor'easter, this potential nor'easter here, will be slowly tracking off towards the east and then sending some precipitation on land, especially as we head towards tomorrow. Futurecast for today, we're looking pretty good, but it's tomorrow, though, especially in the afternoon, that we'll be watching for precipitation that will be moving in. The hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period will be mostly cloudy, temperatures in the 40s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
All right, thank you, Devin. We'll see you a little later on. Well, the State Fire Marshal's Office is investigating a terrible fire that killed a man from Newport. Fire crews were called to a home on Mullen Road just before 10:30 Sunday morning. It was fully engulfed in flames when they arrived on the scene. Shannon Moss, the spokesperson for the Maine State Police, says a mother and her son lived in that residence. She managed to escape, but 54-year-old Alan Easley died in the fire. The Newport Fire Department requested that the State Fire Marshal's Office investigate the cause of the blaze. The fatal fire is still under investigation this morning. A man involved in an alleged shooting in Bangor could face court action as soon as today. 40-year-old Tyrion Kendrick of Baltimore, Maryland, was arrested Saturday night and charged with shooting another man on Harlow Street. He's charged with possession of a firearm by a felon. Police say they were called to the intersection of Harlow and Central Streets around 5:30 Saturday night. There had been an altercation and a man was shot in the process. The unidentified victim was brought to the hospital for treatment. There's no word on his condition. Bangor police say the incident remains under investigation. More information has been released regarding the shooting at Colby College in Waterville after a non-student fired 2 rounds in a campus apartment building. Colby College has announced that no changes will be made to its academic schedule and midterms will continue as planned. According to Interim Chief of Police William Bonney, Waterville and Winslow police responded to the reports of gunshots within Colby College's Alfond apartment building around 1 a.m. Saturday morning. Police say non-Colby student Andrew Gifford of Waterville got into an altercation with 2 other non-Colby students. And they were assaulted. They assaulted him, they say, earlier in the night. Gifford responded by firing 2 rounds from a firearm in a crowded hallway.
Anytime you fire a gun in a crowded area, very bad things could happen. And in this particular case, nobody was injured by the gunshots. And, we're all very thankful for that. This is every parent's worst nightmare. And, our top priority is the safety of those students.
Well, at this time, Gifford is at the Kennebec County Jail, and the 2 other men involved have been positively identified, but the case is still under investigation. An elementary school student in Monroe was arrested after being found in possession of a gun on school grounds Friday. Members of the Waldo County Sheriff's Office say they responded to Monroe Elementary School around 8:52 a.m. Friday after a report that a 10-year-old student had a firearm. Law enforcement personnel say they worked with the school staff to detain the student and seize the weapon. One parent shared her concerns after picking up her daughter from the school.
We should have been told what was going on rather than hearing it from our kids. First message I got from my daughter was, "Mom, I'm scared." They should do thorough checks. I don't think the bags should be allowed without being checked. All the other schools, they either have their bags checked or they have clear bags. It's going to be hard to get, I know, my daughter back to school because of this.
Well, according to the sheriff's office, there were no injuries and the student in question was placed under arrest and taken to the Waldo County Sheriff's Office. Both the Sheriff's Office and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms are actively investigating that incident. In other news this morning, state officials are looking to help 251 workers recently furloughed by Puritan Medical Products. The furloughs came last week after the manufacturer saw a decrease in demand for its testing swabs. The Maine Department of Labor's Rapid Response Team has been providing services to affected Puritan employees through the Puritan Employee Assistance Center this week. Communication manager for the department, Jessica Picard, says the state will expand its efforts this week. In a statement, she said, quote, "We will be connecting with all workers early next week to determine additional services based on the workers' needs. Any workers statewide who are impacted by a layoff should reach out to their local career center, which can help connect them to reemployment services, training, and other information. Affected employees can also contact their local career center or by visiting maincareercenter.gov. 80 students from the greater Dover area explored how to make positive changes in their schools during the Positive Action Team Summit. Our Matthew Juronsik has that story.
After months of discussing how to promote positive school environments, students from Dexter Regional High School, Penquist Valley High School, and Setamocha Middle School came together to share ideas during the Positive Action Team Summit.
All the kids are going to work on this initiative to try to make a difference throughout the entire county, and then individually in their schools, their positive action teams work on issues within the school to try to make a difference.
Members of their respective positive action teams address problems such as substance abuse prevention, bullying, and mental health by shedding light on issues that are not often talked about in schools.
Our positive action team has sponsored events for suicide prevention or drug use and just bringing awareness to issues like that.
The positive action teams are a collaboration between local schools and Northern Light Mayo Hospital. The summit featured Maine Director of Opioid Response Gordon Smith as its keynote speaker, who shared strategies around opioid prevention and reduction as well as prescribing practices. Dexter Regional High School junior Miles Grant says being part of the summit helped him gain an understanding of issues he was unaware of.
I do feel like people are learning stuff, especially with the Narcan training. I had no clue what was really going on in that sector, but I went and now I feel more educated on it.
As the summit concluded, students say networking with their peers helped spark conversation for positive change.
In my mind, I've already been thinking of other events that we could host here or something like that I've taken from sessions and just ideas like that. Everyone's taking something from it and something positive from the event.
Matthew Juronsik reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, people throughout the region are still in shock this morning following the sudden death of a man known for giving back to his community. Holden Police Chief Chris Greeley died unexpectedly Thursday night following a brief illness. Greeley worked in law enforcement and in the media for many years and became known for his generosity and community policing. He also served as a state lawmaker for many years. We asked our Holden community members to share their memories about the longtime lawman.
Was always a giving, kind, sweet person, and yeah, we're going to miss him a lot.
He would actually talk to people, he would go out, he would help people, and he was a good guy, really. You didn't think of him much as a police chief, as a friend.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better police chief, seriously. I wish all the towns had someone like him.
I could tell you stories all day about the things that he did to help people. Great officer.
I really feel that he was an integral part of what makes Holden such a great town to live in. And yeah, there's going to be a hole left there for sure.
Really had an impact on the entire region. He was just 60 years old. Well, the time now is 6:10. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, what has become another sure sign of spring returned over the weekend. We'll visit the Eastern Maine Sportsman Show. But first, another check of your weather forecast. We can expect mostly cloudy conditions today. The highs will be up near 42 degrees. Mostly cloudy tomorrow, or actually tonight, with lows in the upper 20s. Tomorrow, that's when the storm moves into the area. We can expect some snow picking up as the day rolls along tomorrow. The highs will be near 35 degrees.
Hey, Dad, I'm almost out.
I got you.
Any questions, Chris?
All good. Thanks, Maura. There you go. One new inhaler.
Nice. Did you get my refill, too?
Maybe.
There you go, sir.
You're a lifesaver.
Have a nice day.
Healthier is managing all your family's prescriptions in one app. CVS Pharmacy. Healthier happens together.
All the stars, backstage moments, serious style,
the red carpet,
fashion, after party.
Good morning, America. You won't want to miss it.
No one, and I mean no one, does Oscar in the morning like GMA. Was that good for you guys?
Yeah.
Every night is pizza night at Dragonfire Pizza. From wings, salads, and sides to our specialty wood-fired pizzas. You'll find everything you need to satisfy any craving by the slice or by the pie. A little slice of heaven is waiting for you at Dragonfire Pizza, Mill Mall, Ellsworth.
Hello, Eastern Maine. Watch You Bet Your Life weekdays at 10 a.m. here on ABC 7.
Welcome back, everyone. A long-running Maine event has returned to Orono, organized entirely by volunteers. The Eastern Maine Sportsman Show was held at the University of Maine after a 3-year break because of COVID. Our David Ledford caught the story.
The 82nd Annual Eastern Maine Sportsman Show is back after a 3-year hiatus. More than 100 vendors gathered at the University of Maine New Balance Fieldhouse to celebrate the return of the event, which many have called the Rite of Spring, signaling the change in Maine's seasons.
It's good to be back. I've always come to the show as a participant and enjoyed walking around, getting my fudge, and talking with all the different hunters and anglers and stuff. But it's nice to come back after a break and not being able to see people and just get back to a sense of normalcy.
People have the chance to check out the latest outdoor gear, enjoy Maine food, and witness live demonstrations about topics ranging from animal calls to hunting dogs. Organizers say that all proceeds from the 3-day event will go towards scholarships for students, Penobscot County Conservation Association activities, and educational sporting programs.
The whole program is designed to get people to experience Maine outside. People spend far too much time inside. Kids have fine motor skills. They need to get outdoors.
While many gathered to show off their new products and learn new innovations in outdoor recreation, some say the event is also a great time to connect with an important population in the state.
There's a lot of veterans in our countries, you know, especially in the state of Maine. And this is very valuable to be here at this show, because otherwise we may not see a lot of the vets that are passing by our booth otherwise. So it's just great we have this opportunity to share with them.
Organizers say the event is the longest-running sportsman show in the country. To find ticket and parking information, visit conservationassociation.org. In Orono, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, Special Olympians from Knox and Waldo counties came together in Belfast for a special swim meet. The competition was fierce, but this was much more than just swimming for a ribbon. The kids were having so much fun, too, and no matter if you were in the water doing your best freestyle or just cheering on the swimmers, you would have to agree the event was a great chance for these Olympians to show their best.
Just seeing everybody be so happy, so positive, and so excited to just be here and compete and have fun, it's just absolutely incredible.
There were just so many people cheering, and it just was awesome.
If you do try swimming competitively,
luck.
That's how you do it. Parents and people from all over came out to cheer on the swimmers. There were also members of the law enforcement community on hand to make sure all of the competitors knew just how special they are. Well, plans to build the world's tallest flagpole in a down east town are still up in the air this morning. The Flagpole of Freedom project was proposed for construction in Columbia Falls early last year with an estimated cost of $1 billion and a staggering height of more than 1,400 feet. The developers are Wreaths Across America founder Morrill Worcester and his sons. However, an attorney for the town, Aga Dixon, says they have yet to provide a concrete plan, and town officials are seeking a temporary hold on the for-profit venture until they know more.
It's not clear to us at this point whether that project is moving forward or what the status of it is. We don't know. We haven't heard from the developers in several months. The moratorium is an opportunity for the town to take some time and try to figure out how the town wants to grow into the future.
The town will vote on a moratorium on March 21st to determine if there will be a pause on the flagpole project and other major developments. Dixon says the recent town survey found that nearly 80% of the town residents were already in favor of that postponement. A series of Wabanaki community workshops aims to revitalize a lost form of art. On Friday, Passamaquoddy tribal member and local artist Gabriel Frey hosted a basket weaving workshop. Frey says the impacts of colonialism have caused a loss of traditional art forms within tribal communities. The goal of the workshop is to engage tribal members, especially the youth, to rebuild traditional tribal practices.
It's also about sharing stories, sharing culture. There's one person here who's a generation removed, who's part of that lost generation where a lot of tribal members are actually taken away from their families just for being native. And so it's that sort of like reintroduction of kinship roles.
Frey plans to collaborate with more artists within the Wabanaki Alliance to continue the workshop series on a monthly basis. Workshops are available exclusively to tribal members. Well, the time now is 6:17. Coming up after the break, the latest details regarding the Silicon Valley Bank collapse, being what officials are calling the largest U.S. bank failure since the financial crisis of 2008. Details on that and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
At Living Innovations, we build community. You can be a part of it. We put supporting people first, and that builds a caring community within our workforce and for the people we serve. Living Innovations supports people with disabilities and has flexible work opportunities available. You could become a shared living provider and work from home, or help support people to be active in the community. To learn more, visit livinginnovations.com and check out our employment and home provider opportunities. Become a part of Living Innovations and be part of a community with a purpose.
Today, my friend, you did it! You did it!
Good news! A new clinical study showed that Centrum Silver supports cognitive health in older adults. It's one more step towards taking charge of your health. So every day, you can say, it's Centrum Silver.
Welcome back, everyone. Silicon Valley Bank closed on Friday, prompting concerns about the future of small and medium-sized banks. On Sunday, the Treasury Department, Federal Reserve, and FDIC announced that all Silicon Valley Bank clients will be protected and able to access their funds. Fox News correspondent Nate Foy has more.
If a buyer doesn't emerge for Silicon Valley Bank, reports are federal regulators are considering protecting the bank's uninsured deposits. Regulators held an auction on Sunday, but so far, there's no word on a potential deal. The FDIC seized the bank on Friday after a record run on deposits. An acquisition would help thousands of startup companies make payroll this week. Right now, insured depositors are only guaranteed up to $250,000, and there are fears that the bank's collapse could destroy confidence in small and medium-sized banks. But Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says that shouldn't be the case.
Let me just say that we want to make sure that the troubles that exist at one bank don't create contagion to others that are sound.
Here's the kind of money that we're talking about. Roku, the TV streaming provider, had about $487 million in Silicon Valley Bank. Payments technology firm Circle had way more than that, $3.3 billion stuck in the bank. Other companies affected include Shopify, Pinterest, and Fitbit. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy appeared optimistic about a buyer stepping forward. Listen here.
Silicon Valley Bank has a lot of assets. It's just where the capital is currently at. So it is attractive for someone to want to purchase it. It's just a timeline of where to move forward. And the administration has tools to deal with this.
The Bank of London confirms that it did submit a proposal to buy a UK subsidiary of Silicon Valley Bank. We'll see if a buyer emerges from the auction. The bank's 17 branches are set to reopen Monday morning with normal business hours.
That was Nate Foy reporting. The growing push for a shortened work week is getting some pushback. A recent study that took place in the U.S. and Ireland found that 90% of companies that experimented with a 4-day work week say they will not return to working 5 days a week. Researchers say there are benefits to working fewer days, such as lower stress levels and burnout rates, but not everyone is on board with the idea. Some manufacturers believe it leads to productivity falling off, while those in the service and restaurant industries who rely on tips say they would end up making less money. Some New England sports fans are ready to put their money where their mouths are. The state of Massachusetts on Friday announced they will begin allowing online sports betting. This coming just before the tip-off of the NCAA tournament this week. The move also coming a little over a month since the state started letting in-person sports betting at 3 casinos in the state. And it seems many sports fans are reveling in the news.
I am not going to be a big gambler in the sense that I'm not going to spend a lot of time doing research. I think it'll just be sort of a fun addition to gamble on some games that I might not otherwise care about.
Well, lawmakers believe sports betting could bring in around $60 million in annual tax revenue and $70 to $80 million in initial licensing fees. All right, the time now is 6:23. Time to get a full look at that weather forecast, keeping an eye on a nor'easter working its way into the northeast. Here's Devin.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Here we are this morning, plenty of advisories. In effect, we have a winter storm watch posted here until about Wednesday afternoon, about 2 p.m. We'll see an upgrade at some point as we do get closer. Winter storm warnings up until noon farther off towards the south and west. And other advisories that include the storm warning here that is up because of some dangerous surf that will be possible with wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour, if not worse, moving forward. And that's at least to around 1 a.m. as we head towards Wednesday morning. Other advisories include this small craft advisory that will expire at 8 a.m. this morning. And other advisories like this gale warning here lasting until 8 p.m. as we head towards Wednesday as well. So here's the wave heights right now at around 6 to 8 feet according to the buoys. That's why we have a small craft advisory in effect. Some of those other advisories are posted for the next system that will be moving in soon. For now, we're just seeing the clouds moving in from that system. It's moving in from the west, going toward the east, and it's going to be bringing some snow with it and maybe some decent accumulations in a few spots. So we're going to be watching high pressure located right about in here. We have a low pressure center right about in here as well. It's going to slowly jog off towards the east, and then will give us that opportunity for some snow and wind, especially as we head towards tomorrow afternoon into the evening time frame. So Futurecast moving forward today will be under a mostly cloudy sky. Nothing too crazy going on there. It's tomorrow that we'll have to watch out for that system that will be moving in. Maybe a few early snow showers during the morning period for you Tuesday, but the wind will be increasing. And by Tuesday afternoon, by about 3 o'clock or so, we'll see some decent snowfall moving in and and some strong winds with that as well. So on top of that, though, as we're watching this moving in during the afternoon period, again, the isobars are going to be stacked here. That's why wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour will be possible with the system. And look at the jogging pattern with this. So a lot of uncertainty with the system, though, that could affect snow totals in a few spots. But we'll keep the snow chances going at least through Wednesday morning at about 7 a.m. It'll start to track off towards the east. Our chances will start to back off Wednesday night and a Thursday before we're all finished up with that system. So as for snow accumulations, the general idea is about 5 to 8 inches before we're all finished up across a good part of the state, especially along and south of Bangor, maybe further off towards the north as well. So we'll need to be careful with this as it does develop. We'll keep you posted as we do get closer. But the general idea right now is about 5 to 8 inches of snow, and visibility will be an issue as well, with winds gusting up to around 40 miles per hour. So snow and wind, heaviest of the snow will be down east with winds up to 40 miles per hour, if not worse. And expect forecast changes with this nor'easter as it could move farther to the east as well. So your forecast for today, lower 40s, mostly cloudy. The south wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, upper 20s, mostly cloudy again, and that east wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, mid-30s, mostly cloudy, some afternoon snow. The northeast wind gusting up to around 35, maybe even 40 miles per hour in a few spots. And your Scotts Recreation extended forecast. Some more snow chances as we head towards your Wednesday with highs in the middle 30s. We dry out for your Thursday. A partly cloudy sky, highs in the lower 40s and mid 40s on St. Patrick's Day on Friday with a mostly cloudy sky.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, depend on the knowledge and experience of Hammond Lumber Company. Hammond's Home Planning Center will turn your ideas into accurate conceptual drawings, and 3D visualization is available. Your Hammond sales rep will prepare a materials list and cost estimate. And when you buy all of your materials from them, Hammond will refund all of your design fees. Hammond can deliver your order from any of their 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner since 1953.
Hi folks, this is Barry Gass of Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono. We've been in business since 1911, and our third-generation family-owned business can't wait to show you our unique line of Western wear and Western tack. We have Western boots, shirts, hats, belts, and buckles for the entire family, and Western tack from bridles to saddles and everything in between for your horse.
Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear, where the American West comes alive in Maine.
Mossy Ledge Spirits is a true hidden gem in Etna. Located just 3 miles off I-95, exit 167, we are home to tastings, tours, cocktails, to-go drinks, bottles, live music, minis, and priceless memories. You're sure to fall in love with our handcrafted, unique, and deliciously clean-tasting spirits and feel right at home in our family-friendly environment. Mossy's Mobile Spirits is offering mobile bar service for weddings and large events. So enjoy some pizza and raise the glass here at Mossy Ledge Spirits.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
New evacuations have been ordered in California as yet another major storm approaches, raising the risk of more severe flooding. And as the West Coast prepares, the East is also getting a storm of its own. Here's ABC's Rhiannon Alley.
This morning, millions in California are bracing for a new round of storms as floodwaters inundate neighborhoods.
We are looking at expanding evacuation orders.
Authorities in Monterey County now expanding evacuation orders after the Salinas River began to overflow, flooding towns along its banks.
This is a very important evacuation order because it encompasses a large amount of residential structures.
Dramatic video shows the rescue by helicopter of a man stranded after floodwaters washed away his car. Hours earlier, a levee breach on the nearby Pajaro River forced residents to flee. More than 3,000 in Monterey County have now been evacuated. First responders navigating the streets, searching for people stranded in submerged vehicles.
We're up to close to 200 rescues now.
Reservoirs around the state are now releasing water. This one's cranking it out at 30,000 cubic feet per second. This is Folsom Lake Reservoir, which serves all of Sacramento. It went from extreme drought to now having too much water.
Most of California is bracing for another atmospheric river, with between 3 and 6 inches of rain expected in much of the state in the next few days. Meanwhile, on the East Coast, a late-season nor'easter is expected to form tonight, bringing rain and snow up to 20 inches in parts of Massachusetts, with coastal flooding expected from New Jersey to Maine.
That was Rhiannon Alley reporting. Meanwhile, at least 8 people are dead after 2 panga boats capsized off the coast of San Diego over the weekend. A woman called 911 at around 11:30 Saturday night. Lifeguards and the Coast Guard responded and found the bodies of all 8 people, along with 2 capsized boats.
Since 2017, we've had a 771% increase in human trafficking in the Southern California coastal region. Since 2021, we've had 23 lives lost at sea. This is not necessarily people trying to find a better life. This is part of a transnational criminal organization effort to smuggle people into the United States. These people are often labor trafficked and sex trafficked when they arrive.
This is one of the worst maritime smuggling tragedies that I can think of in California, certainly here in the city of San Diego.
Responders did not find any survivors at the scene. The head of San Diego's lifeguards says anyone who made it to shore may have left before responders arrived on the scene. Well, the House passes a bill that would allow court clerks to deny marriage licenses based on personal beliefs in Tennessee. Many are now asking what this could mean for people within the LGBTQ plus community and interracial or different faith couples looking to tie the knot if this bill is signed into law. Fox's Peyton Muse has that story.
Eric Patton is a minister, and he says this is exactly why he decided to do what he does. And he says current language in the bill leaves a lot of things open for interpretation.
The way it is worded, they're opening a legal challenge. That's exactly what they're doing, and they're wording it vaguely like they've done most of the bills that are attacking the LGBTQ community, like that are attacking Nashville as a city.
Chris Sanders with Tennessee Equality Project says these bills affect more people than just one community, paving the way for difficulties for interracial couples.
It's a bill that looks like it affects the LGBTQ community, usually affects a whole lot of other people as well. So everybody ought to have concerns about these kinds of bills. And everybody in Tennessee has a right to contact your own state senator and your own state representative.
I reached out to the sponsors of the bill, Senator Mark Pody, and he says he couldn't comment today. Fox 17 News went straight to the co-sponsor of the bill's office, Representative Monty Fitt's office. He had a sign on the door saying he was out for the day. Fox 17 News also emailed Representative Fitt's office, who says they did not believe that he would have time to speak with us today.
All right, moving on now to other news this morning. Saudi Arabian oil giant Aramco reports record profits in 2022. The state-controlled energy company announced Sunday its profits surged to $161 billion last year. That's up 46% from 2021. It comes in the wake of rising energy prices sparked by the war in Ukraine and sanctions limiting the sale of Moscow's oil and natural gas in Western markets. Aramco CEO Admin Nasser said the gains are probably the highest net income ever recorded in the corporate world. Meanwhile, prices for gas and everything else continues to rise here in Maine. All right, well, still to come here in the second half of our show, we'll have a recap of all the big moments from last night's Academy Awards. That and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Bath remodeling was revolutionized in this garage in 1984 when 3 brothers created the iconic bath fitter tub-over-tub process. A breakthrough then, the industry standard now for beautiful baths without the mess, stress, or high cost. A better way from bath fitter means precise measurement, the highest quality acrylic, perfect preparation, and watertight installation backed by a lifetime warranty. Bathfitter, it just fits. Visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Looking to haul a new piece of equipment? Homeowners or commercial, Coops Truck and Equipment has the right trailer for you. Coops is the largest dealer of truck flatbeds and hauler bodies in this state and can replace any old rusty bed or outfit any new truck. Our full-service facility can modify all truck and trailers with steel and aluminum fabricators on duty. We are your go-to place for CM truck bodies, H&H trailers, and load trail trailers. For trailers, truck bodies, truck outfitting, and more, it's Coops.
The Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub is world-renowned for beautiful dining with a delicious view. Come and enjoy the experience of their all-you-can-eat seafood dinner every Friday night, now through April, with award-winning dishes from their executive chef, Arturo Montes. Simply call to make your reservation or order for takeout. You can also take your taste buds on a journey with their 5-course international menu, Tuesday through Thursday, for just $29.95 per person. The Lucerne Inn, beautiful dining with a delicious view.
Hey, Maine. How are you? Yes, you. How are you really? It's a question we rarely ask ourselves. But to Northern Light Health, how you are means a lot. So we're out here asking and encouraging you to ask the people in your life, starting with yourself. So ask away. Then connect with us at northernlighthealth.org/howareyou.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Monday, March 13th, 2023. This is the last official week of winter with just 7 days to go until spring. Keep that in mind as it starts snowing tomorrow. This is also International Every Girl Wins Day. This holiday helps bring attention to women's rights worldwide, especially to young girls. The goal is to achieve long-term systemic change that addresses women's rights to equity. It also encourages women to empower each other. All right, like the sound of that, especially for my 2 daughters. On this day in history, back in 1781, Uranus, the 7th planet in the solar system, was discovered by Sir William Herschel. In 1925, the Tennessee lawmakers approved a bill prohibiting the teaching of the theory of evolution. That law was later repealed in 1967. In 1991, Exxon paid $1 billion in fines and costs for the cleanup following the Valdez oil spill in Alaska. And in 2012, the Encyclopedia Britannica discontinued its print edition after 244 years. Of course, the internet kind of did away with that. Today's birthdays include Broadway great Liza Minnelli, who is 77, singer James Taylor is 75, rapper and actor Common is 61, and actress Annabeth Gish is 51 years old today. Happy birthday to all of them. All right, we're going to move ahead now with another check of our forecast. Looks like a kind of a quiet day today with some clouds, but the storm moves in tomorrow. Could bring in some gusty winds along with it too. For more on that, let's turn things over to Devin.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Happy Monday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Here we go. Plenty of advisories in effect this morning. We do have winter storm watches posted through Wednesday afternoon at about 2 p.m. or so. Winter storm warnings posted out for the south and west until about the noon time frame for your Wednesday. Both of these will expire at around Wednesday in that time frame, but we'll see an upgrade at some point as well. We also have a storm warning along the coast because wave heights will be dangerously high in a few spots. Now last through 1 a.m. as we head towards your Wednesday. And also gale warnings and small craft advisories posted through Wednesday as well. And even the small craft advisory through 8 a.m. this morning located right about in here. So we'll see some upgrades moving forward. But again, here's where we stand this morning. Just clouds moving in from the west to the east. This is a very uncertain system that's tracking from the west to the east, but it's going to be kind of jogging around at times as well. But we will see some snow from the system before we're all finished up. It's off toward the west right now, located right about in here. It's not going to move in because it's going to have a hard time doing so because we have high pressure off towards the north and east. And this nor'easter, this potential nor'easter here, will be slowly tracking off towards the east and then sending some precipitation on land, especially as we head towards tomorrow. Futurecast for today, we're looking pretty good, but it's tomorrow, though, especially in the afternoon, that we'll be watching for precipitation that will be moving in. The hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period will be mostly cloudy, temperatures in the 40s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
All right, thank you very much, Devin. Well, Carhartt and the National Park Foundation team up to motivate breaking away from traditional careers. The NGO and workwear maker worked together to launch a campaign highlighting outdoor alternative workspaces. The billboard series display office jobs props against a backdrop of national parks. Their aim is to inspire service corps careers that protect America's national parks. This move comes after Carhartt's recent online poll. They found that 48% of Gen Z and millennials would rather work outdoors instead of in traditional office space. Those interested in applying for Service Corps opportunities can visit carhartt.com for more information. All right, when we come back, we'll have all the day's sports news and a look back at the Oscars. Don't go away.
No matter what type of dog you have or cat you have, Frontline Plus lets you take them everywhere, no matter how you define it. Frontline, the #1 name in flea and tick protection.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota LO1 series is rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Powerful Kubota diesel engine, ease of operation, and your choice of a dependable Kubota gear or HST transmission. The durable Kubota LO1 series tractor. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo.
Available at Doors Equipment, 1468 Outer Hammond Street, Bangor.
Every night is pizza night at Dragonfire Pizza. From wings, salads, and sides to our specialty wood-fired pizzas. You'll find everything you need to satisfy any craving by the slice or by the pie. A little slice of heaven is waiting for you at Dragonfire Pizza, Mill Mall, Ellsworth.
Bring your vision and enjoy better light and added security and energy savings with quality windows and doors from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Hey everybody, Ryan Soudal here. Thank you so much for joining us. We're not done with hoops just yet, and how could we be with such a huge weekend? Let's start over at Husson with the annual McDonald's Senior All-Star Games. On Saturday, nearly 100 of Maine's star senior hoopers, both on and off the court, showed their skills across 4 games at the Newman Gymnasium. The 43rd annual event, as always, raises money for Ronald McDonald House Charities of Maine, which keep families closer to their ill children while they receive medical care. With that and the action in mind, it's a day no one wants to miss.
We have 2 houses, one in Portland and one in Bangor. We also have family rooms within both the hospitals, Maine Medical Center and Eastern Maine Medical Center. So 100% of the net proceeds benefit RMHC Maine.
It brings the community together. These young athletes get to show off their skill in both academics and athleticism, and the whole community comes together with friends and family.
For the seniors chosen as All-Stars, it's considered to be one of the biggest honors they can receive. It being the last time they'll take the court as high schoolers, seniors like Bella McClellan of Hamden Academy say it's the perfect way to culminate all their dedication to their games.
It kind of, for me, validates the amount of work that I've put in over the years. I don't think people realize that it really is a big sacrifice to be good at what you do. I feel like everybody was really deserving, and it kind of just shows that when you put in the work, you get what it earns.
Okay, let's stick with basketball now and more. With the new Nokomis Regional High being open for a couple years now, almost everything has been moved over from the old school. But there was one glaring exception until Saturday. Banners. At a ceremony Saturday, all 6 team state champions in school history received new banners hung high above the gym. Football, field hockey, basketball, and track teams were all honored with players, coaches, and families of those teams watching. Athletic Director Simon Elias says that this day is indicative of what the community of Nokomis is all about.
Just looking around right now and watching them, these teams get back together and share memories and experiences, there's nothing like it, and I really do feel like Nokomis has a way about it where the community is strong, champions near and dear to our hearts, and hopefully we win a lot more, but it's just a really fun night to have everyone here today.
The most recent state title, of course, was boys basketball last year. Naturally, it wasn't that hard to track everyone down, including Ace and Cooper Flagg. On spring break from Montverde Academy, the Superstar twins made the trip up. Cooper was also formally recognized for his USA Athlete of the Year win and his Gatorade Player of the Year win. Both brothers see Saturday alone as being worth the trek back to Newport.
It's just great to be able to come back for such an important day for our school and to be able to spend it with our family, which is our team. And just see all the other state championship teams and how special it is in this community.
I mean, just being able to be back in general is just a great feeling, and being back in this gym that we spent so many hours in last year, and just coming back and seeing all our friends and family and everyone that's been supporting us this whole time is a really good feeling.
Now for some more basketball. Another annual event happened at Orono High School Saturday. It was the 5th edition of the Courageous Steps Project's Unified Fun Day Festival. The event consisted of 8 unified teams from our area playing in 2 games each over the course of the day. Besides being an awesome showcase for the unified athletes, it serves as a benefit for the Courageous Steps Project, which provides services and resources to local programs for young Mainers with disabilities. Courageous Steps founder Connor Archer sees this special day as more than just a fundraiser.
Really is about getting all these players together for a great day full of basketball and just to have fun. It's not about winning or losing. It's just about having a fun day, playing basketball and making memories that last for a long time.
And it's hard to deny that when you see the action unfold. Not a frown in the house, and for good reason. Fun Day provides amazing opportunities for inclusion and, as Archer said, building relationships. There's too many amazing parts about the day to name, so here's some athletes on their favorites.
It's nice because I get to, there's a couple kids from Brewer that I know outside of this, and seeing them today is pretty awesome, knowing that they share the same morals.
Mostly it's the exercise that I like to do because I'm trying to actually lose more weight. I just like unified basketball in general.
I also call YMCA.
You like dancing? You like dancing the YMCA?
Yeah.
And we love those halftime dance parties. How about some state championship hockey to close out? Cape Elizabeth against Messalonsky in the Class B final in Portland. Second period, that's Nick Laughlin coming in hot with a laser to give Cape a 1-0 lead. Just over a minute later, it's Laughlin again. Here comes his second goal of the game. What a moment for the senior captain. 2-0 Capers. Third period now, it's 3-1 Capers. Will Durkee off the turnover for Meso makes him pay for it, and he scores. It's 3-2 with 10 minutes to play, but just minutes later, Cape would get a huge insurance goal. It's Sebastian Moon off the rebound, his second goal of the game. Capers lead 4-2, and Cape Elizabeth would hang on to win the Class B state championship 4-3 over Messalonsky, ending a 17-year title drought. Well, that's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. We'll be back right after the break.
Bucksport Regional Health Center has cared for the community for almost 50 years. We are trusted and compassionate providers. We have also given thousands of COVID-19 vaccines because the COVID-19 vaccine is very safe, very effective, and your best shot at protecting yourself from COVID. Trust us. Trust the vaccine. Protect yourself. Take your shot against COVID-19.
Markdown Madness has started at the Furniture Gallery, and we're in the game to save you money. Introducing our starting lineup. 10% off all in-stock recliners for the best seat in the house. 10% off all adjustable bases to upgrade your sleep and be game day ready. And up to 70% off all clearance items. The Furniture Gallery brings you better brand names plus a bigger in-stock selection, all at the lowest prices around. Hurry in to catch all the action. Find your best value at the Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Gorham, Newport, and North Windham.
What can your John Deere compact tractor do? Attachments for any job. Financing that's as easy as...
like getting a library card.
Affordable.
You're going to get this bigger tractor, and it's going to be less money.
Dependable.
Through the rain, through the snow, I'll work through it all.
Comfortable.
And I haven't any idea how we survive without it.
Experience United and build a tractor package customized for you.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. It was a big night in Hollywood as its celebration of the past year of movies all led up to the 95th Academy Awards. Here's Fox's Ashley Dvorkin with a recap.
Multiverse jumping, Everything Everywhere All at Once leapt its way into Oscars history.
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
This sci-fi story won 7 awards, including the top title of Best Picture.
This is a beacon of hope and possibilities.
Its lead, Michelle Yeoh, became the first Asian woman to win Best Actress.
Mom, I just won an Oscar.
Ke Huy Quan became the second Asian winner in the Best Supporting Actor category.
Keep your dreams alive.
And delivered another inspiring speech with his Oscars moment.
I just won an Oscar.
Co-star Jamie Lee Curtis won Best Supporting Actress. The film also took Original Screenplay and Best Director trophies for the Daniels, Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert.
So this is what the multiverse looks like.
Best Actor went to Brendan Fraser of The Whale.
Together, we are reshaping how culture is represented.
Among other wins, Ruth E. Carter became the first black woman to win 2 Oscars, awarded her second Best Costume Design trophy for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Best Adapted Screenplay went to Women Talking.
Welcome to the 95th Oscars.
Jimmy Kimmel hosted for a 3rd time, and his opening monologue included a brief mention to last year's slap. Musical performances included Best Original Song winner Natu Natu from RRR, the first song from an Indian film to win. Rihanna took center stage with Lift Me Up from Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, and Lady Gaga sang a stripped-down version of Hold My Hand from Top Gun: Maverick. Music and celebration, historic wins, emotional moments wrap up this award season.
So much talent there. Congratulations to all the winners and those that were nominated. All right, one more check of the forecast before we go. It looks like forecasters are saying about 4 to 8 inches of fresh snow tomorrow here for the Bangor area. Some people will get less, some people a little bit more. Here's Devin Biggs with the details.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Here we are this morning, plenty of advisories. In fact, we have a winter storm watch posted here until about Wednesday afternoon, about 2 p.m. We'll see an upgrade at some point as we do get closer. Winter storm warnings up until noon farther off towards the south and west. And other advisories that include the storm warning here that is up because of some dangerous surf that will be possible with wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour, if not worse, moving forward. That's at least to around 1 a.m. as we head towards Wednesday morning. Other advisories include this small craft advisory that will expire at 8 a.m. this morning, and other advisories like this gale warning here lasting until 8 p.m. as we head towards Wednesday as well. So here's the wave heights right now at around 6 to 8 feet according to the buoys. That's why we have a small craft advisory in effect. Some of those other advisories are posted for the next system that will be moving in soon. For now, we're just seeing the clouds moving in from that system. It's moving in from the west, going toward the east, and it's going to be bringing some snow with it and maybe some decent accumulations in a few spots. So we're going to be watching high pressure located right about in here. We have a low pressure center right about in here as well. It's going to slowly jog off towards the east, and then will give us that opportunity for some snow and wind, especially as we head towards tomorrow afternoon into the evening time frame. So Futurecast moving forward for today will be under a mostly cloudy sky. Nothing too crazy going on there. It's tomorrow that we'll have to watch out for that system that will be moving in. Maybe a few early snow showers showers during the morning period for you Tuesday, but the wind will be increasing, and by Tuesday afternoon, by about 3 o'clock or so, we'll see some decent snowfall moving in and some strong winds with that as well. So on top of that, though, as we're watching this moving in during the afternoon period, again, the isobars are going to be stacked here. That's why wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour will be possible with the system. And look at the jogging pattern with this. So a lot of uncertainty with the system, though, that could affect snow totals in a few spots. But we'll keep the snow chances going at least through Wednesday morning at about 7 a.m. It'll start to track off towards the east. Our chances will start to back off Wednesday night and a Thursday before we're all finished up with that system. So as for snow accumulations, the general idea is about 5 to 8 inches before we're all finished up across a good part of the state, especially along and south of Bangor, and maybe further off towards the north as well. So we'll need to be careful with this as it does develop. We'll keep you posted as we do get closer. But the general idea right now is about 5 to 8 inches of snow, and visibility will be an issue as well, with winds gusting up to around 40 miles per hour. So snow and wind, heaviest of the snow will be down east with winds up to 40 miles per hour, if not worse. And I expect forecast changes with this nor'easter as it could move farther to the east as well. So your forecast for today, lower 40s, mostly cloudy. That south wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, upper 20s, mostly cloudy again, and that east wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, mid-30s, mostly cloudy, some afternoon snow. The northeast wind gusting up to around 35, maybe even 40 miles per hour in a few spots. And your Scotts Recreation extended forecast. Some more snow chances as we head towards your Wednesday with highs in the middle 30s. We dry out for your Thursday. A partly cloudy sky, highs in the lower 40s. And mid-40s on St. Patrick's Day on Friday with a mostly cloudy sky.
Bathfitter is a better way to remodel your tub. Precise measuring means the perfect fit. The Bathfitter tub-over-tub process means no mess or stress. A custom-made tub and seamless wall mean a watertight fit. Premium acrylic means it lasts a lifetime. And all this together means a great value. Bathfitter, it just fits. Visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Come see us at R&K Variety in Hamden. R&K Variety is more than just a convenience store. With delicious homemade food made fresh daily, we offer hearty meals that don't break the bank. Whether it be our delicious chicken pot pie, our famous lasagna, or one of our savory soups, you can't go wrong at R&K Variety. Looking for a drink after work? R&K Variety is an agency liquor store with an impressive selection. R&K Variety, more than just a convenience store. We're your neighbor, chef, barista, and friend. Stop by today.
At Hood, our love for New England inspired New England Creamery. We make it with premium Hood milk and cream, then we overload it with the good stuff. Like Green Mountain Mint chip with a rich fudgy swirl. Maine Sweet Blueberry with real delicious blueberries. And Cape Cod Fudge Shop, packed with fudgy truffles. Hood's New England Creamery, from Hood, for New England. Try all 13 flavors.
Harris Lumber is locally owned and has been serving the Pequot region for more than 50 years. See them for all your projects, big or small. Customer service is their #1 priority. And with a full line of lumber and hardware items, they can also deliver to your job site. Harris Lumber, Milo.
The good doctor meets the good lawyer.
They will make a decision of whether you have a future as a doctor.
Kennedy McMahon and Felicity Huffman guest star.
I'm a lawyer with OCD.
We all have problems.
The Good Doctor, new tonight on ABC.
Finally this hour, a famous ice cream treat sold at Disney parks will soon be making its way to grocery stores. The Dole Whip, typically a pineapple-flavored soft service ice cream, will be available soon at local grocery stores. The store-bought Dole Whip will now come in 3 flavors, pineapple, mango, and strawberry. No exact date for store arrival has been set. The sweet treat.
Not being able to see up close can be frustrating. Trying to view your mail, enjoy your favorite book, or even read a prescription bottle can be impossible. Introducing Eye Candy, the sweet new way to see everything bigger, brighter, and better than ever before. And now may be your last chance to get one before they're gone. Fun in design, eye candy is no toy. This lightweight, easy-to-hold magnifier utilizes an optical-grade lens that enlarges print by 300%. Yes, 300%.
Eye candy is really a step above the rest. The magnification is fantastic.
Embedded in eye candy's frame are 12 anti-glare LED lights that dramatically help increase clarity. It's a flashlight and magnifier in one.
Even with my reading glasses, I'd still have a problem with the small print. With eye candy, everything is bright and clear.
Lightweight and portable, eye candy is ideal for extended periods of reading or when you're on the go.
I use eye candy when I go out to dinner. Reading the menu, so much easier, especially in the dim light.
Zooming in on your electronic devices only lets you